All right, three, two, one. All right, so today Trevor has been hard at work making the app actually function, which is awesome. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna jump in and let's see, sorry, the screen is not, oh, there we go. Okay, so hopefully that screen can keep showing even when we're in Figma. Hopefully. And then so what we're gonna do is we're going to come on here and kind of figure out some of the design things that need to be figured out, especially with the onboarding. You can see right now that there's no little tick on that. So we're actually going to move onboarding up to the top and we're going to swipe over. We're going to add a task to that. So onboarding screens, I think there's going to be a couple. There's going to be the splash screen. And before the splash screen, there is the launch screen. And then we need a splash screen that it animates into. And then the splash screen will go to the welcome screen. And right now, I think the way the flow will be is welcome screen. And that welcome screen is going to explain something about the app, kind of try and give an overview just visually. And then you will click add goal, and the welcome screen will take you to add main goal screen. And then from the add main goal screen, we will add milestones. And then from the milestones, I think we're going to need to show, there might be a spot to show what AI would look like. Spot to show AI help with onboarding. And then obviously we need the RevenueCat screen. And then we need to take you to the task screen. So if you exit that, so we'll do that. So launch screen, to set up launch screen, really that one will be pretty simple. So we'll just set up launch screen and then the splash screen, some sort of animation with it, animation ideas, and then from those ideas, I can execute on an idea. Uh, and then the welcome screen, we need to brainstorm our value prop so we can explain that to people. And then on the welcome screen, we need to really get someone to create their task. So that'll be the next thing to add your main goal. So I'm going to just go ahead and start that. And Trevor got this all hooked up and working yesterday. So if you want to be able to work on this yourself, there's a link in the description below of the test flight, and we will try to keep that updated. So once it is in the App Store, we'll try and come back and refresh it so that it shows the App Store. All right, so I'm going to jump into Figma, hit start. You can see our timer goes, and we will work on onboarding screen. So we'll just make some extra room here. sorry, onboarding screen and then launch screen. Yeah, I really like how it has the layered of things, so I kind of know what's going on. So I think the launch screen is going to have this big icon, which we need to remove the background on. Trevor's going to have to re-export that. But just with the background that we made in Rive, we kind of right now have a little black background, but we'll fix that. So launch screen. So the launch screen is just a static image that Apple will load for free, essentially. So it just can have very few things. For our case, we would just do the elephant. Not even a gradient. Solid black. And we can have this in the center. To fill, do it again. That will center that for us. But these are screens that Trevor's going to need to be able to export. So I'm going to remove these extra little things for him so that he can just export them properly. Those will be centered. Okay, so that pops up and we can have our cool, fun logo. So I'm going to hit done on that and you're going to see what happens. So right now, the screen closes and then reopens with the next task. But we're going to add a little animation transition sometime. Okay, so we need the main, add main goal screen inside of onboarding. Okay, let's just double check. Let's exit this real quick because launch screen should have taken me to the splash screen. So we will talk to Trevor about that. Went down here. It went from this child to this child. I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to say play on this one. All right, so splash screen. So this launch screen goes. I think it could be really fun if we just have something simple-ish where this just zooms really big. And then when that piece gets to there, we can have it all just kind of fade in. So maybe I'll try and mock that up for Trevor. Um, we're actually going to center this, making the whole thing here and centering. We'll do the same thing over here. That way, as we animate between them, it'll work. And just crank this up. Really crank that up. Crank it up big and set its opacity. All right. So we can just say when we click this screen, we're going to navigate to here. This is kind of just to show Trevor what's happening. We want the animation to be smart animate and necessarily bounce. We don't want it to bounce. Please. We'll do ease in. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. A little bit of cleanup here. So we can see it. And I think Trevor will get the idea from this. We'll have to, he'll make it a little cleaner, I think. I will I'm gonna record a little video of it playing for him so we can send it to him. Stop recording. So find the screen recording now. Here it is. All right, so I'll message that to Trevor. We'll see what he says. So for now, I'm going to say splash screen. Oh, see, I forgot to start the task. I do think that tasks should start automatically once things happen. So I'm going to come down here to code and make sure we get that. Let's see, we've got marketing, we've got adding tasks, add a task to code it. We need start focus mode, and inside start focus mode, if clicked, task should start. Also, we need when moving to next task, we need when moving to the next task, we need to look at well, we need to move to the right task. Okay. So let's see, splash screen. Oh, for some reason now it worked here. We've got animation ideas. We just did one simple idea and then we executed on that idea. So we're going to start the task so that we can hit done. And it didn't take me to the next one. So hopefully we can clean that up too. Was there anything else on splash screen? So we had animation ideas. Oh, and we had execute on ideas finish. So animation ideas also needs to finish, and then splash screen needs to finish. So we need for completing tasks. If all child tasks complete, then parent should be marked off. Okay. So I'm going to come up and we're going to work on the welcome screen for a minute. So the welcome screen, this is our main screen. I know it looks a little bit different. We'll get it to this state soon. So ideating a little bit on the welcome screen. The first time you ever come here, I don't think you need to know about focus mode yet. You don't need to know about settings. You don't need to know about anything. The background should be there that we have. That can be playing and cool. Really, we just need some text to just get you. What do you want to accomplish? One byte at a time. Set that width to fill. 18 maybe. I like how mono could be left aligned. It's going to be way closer down here. What do you want to accomplish one byte at a time? And then I think we kind of have a screen for this. We have this. I'm wondering if that splash screen, kind of that first time you do anything, you come in here and it'll just drop your cursor right there. Specific goal. I'm gonna make this a little smaller and change that color. And we're gonna simulate putting a cursor in there. And then we'll have the keyboard popped up. iPhone keyboard. Sweet, they have it. Figma has been really prepared the last little bit. So we go splash screen immediately into what do you want to accomplish one byte at a time. And this is where I'm thinking maybe we could have another like one more screen that's like that just tells you what Eat the Elephant does, what you're about to get into. And then you can say, let's do it. We're ready to get started. I'm ready to start. So we won't have that yet, and we'll have Eat the Elephant turns tiny distractions into huge accomplished goals. Distractions into huge accomplished goals. All right. And I think we need to add some sort of graphic here, and we will do that tomorrow. So it'll say, I'm ready to start. Type in your specific goal, and then we will figure out kind of what's next. But hopefully that gives Trevor something to work on. All right. Well, thank you for joining. We'll see you in just a little bit. I think Trevor's going to jump on for his part tonight, and then we'll see you tomorrow.